All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the very second day of this Be Agile Scrum chapter, uh, Be Agile Scrum track. Please unmute yourself and say yes if you can hear me well.
Yes.
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 Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so
Yes.
much
Yes.
for your quick confirmation.
Yes.
Absolutely great. So,
Yes.
yeah, fantastic. So now let's continue with the second chapter. And before I begin, it's my duty to bring a reminder in front of you and that we detailed out yesterday. And I'll just run you through today as a reminder that that reminder is nothing but code of honor that is quite necessary for all of us to keep in our mind that we need to always show up live maximum, okay, because we are part of Agile and that demands you to show up live, to be on time, remain punctual and highly committed. Why? Because if you are not a practitioner of this, that will help you to, once you get placed, to keep it in practice. That was required for one of the greatest ceremony, because Agile is full of ceremonies. Ceremonies means meetings. Ceremonies means what, everyone?
Meetings.
Meetings.
Yeah, various meetings. And the another one, that is the universal law that says that how you do anything is how you do everything, and that will anyway bring into the habit. And for that you can consider the training itself as a part of project, and it will be quite easy for you to practice into that. And the second one, because you chose to learn, you automatically become the student, but we want you to the full stack student who does all the assignment, do self-research and repeat what they learn through recording. Third one, remember to take the full responsibility, be it success or be it failure. Success you can definitely attract once you finish what you start and what is asked and expected from you to complete. And when you don't, you can attract failure by in a very easy manner. And for that, you need to, acknowledge that and accept that, and then go back and correct that. And then when you correct back, you will realize that failure was not the failure that became trail to the success. So please take the full responsibility of both the elements. And to do so, it will really require a concrete mindset. The very first one is inspired from the Kaizen's continuous learning. For that, you need to have the learning mindset. More learning minded you will become, you will find yourself growing more positively. More positively you will grow, you will find yourself growing in a very complaint free minded, in a way that you can handle any project in a very stringent timeline, as well as you can deliver any critical project even with the lack of resources. If you continue to deliver with that success, you will automatically find yourself getting loaded into more gratitude. That will lead you to the highest level of productivity. How? I'm going to touch this very very soon about it. And the fifth one, remember to start your day with the increased level of receptivity. And for that, I have something very amazing, which is a recommendation. For that, I will recommend you to participate into 30 days challenge. And for that, you need to just send me a message personally, that is 30 DC, and I'll be happily share you the details that how you can start your day with this listening this audio program that impact every single activity of your day towards the positive outcome. And you will be amazed to know that how it is really bringing the result in that way. My various students are doing it, including me, and that's the reason this recommendation has been for you. And this is not the mandate, as I shared. And second, because we are taking a deep dive into the technical learning. So remember to follow the golden quadrant of learning that starts with the 4 steps. The very first one is declaration with the anchor, and then take a deep dive into the learning, and then draw, and then summarize. Okay, I have detailed out what is the meaning of anchor, why declaration is necessary, then when to start learning, and then when to draw using pen and paper, and how you can summarize just within 90 seconds, whatever you have learned, and minimum and maximum up to 3 minutes. And that will become the part of your unsaid assignment as well. You need to summarize in a way that even 5 years old can understand. So let's get started with this four step. The very first one, declaration with the anchor. Anchor is what? It is just self hi-fi. Just now you heard in your speaker, or say the clap. So what I'll do, I'll count 1, 2, 3 and clap. You are going to model it. You are going to clap at your end. Then I'm going to read out the selected statement, and then you are going to repeat it. So can you all see these selections? Can you all see the selected statement on your screen,
Yes.
everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and model me. 1, 2, 3 and clap and repeat. I'm a quick learner.
I'm a quick learner.
Quick learner.
Quick learner.
What others can learn and master,
What others
What
can
others
learn.
can learn and
Master.
master.
I too can do that.
I too
Too
can
can.
do that.
One more time with the next statement. 1, 2, 3 and clap and repeat, because I'm an awesome learner.
Because
Because
I'm an
I'm a
awesome
fast
learner.
learner.
Awesome.
Today's learning is going to be
Today's learning is
Learning
going to
Is
be
going to be
super duper easy to me.
super
super
duper
duper
easy to
easy
me.
to me.
Yes, it is going to be, because you said so. And in case you could not, and you found it a little bit awkward, remember to be the giver in a way that, many of you are coming from the really vast experience, and, changing the state of the position of the mind and, body. It becomes really, critical. And for that, always this mindset help, that is keeping ego away on the path of learning, that helps you to uh, keep you growing spiritually on the path of growth. When I'm talking about the spiritually growing, it means that your happiness level increases, and happiness is today's new productivity, and that's the demand of the corporate. And while you do so, you remember that you are not here just for the learning, but also to gate play, so that you can earn more. And it is said that what you want more of, you must start giving away the portion of. And for that very reason, you are already, if earning, generally I recommend, to start giving away 5% of 10% of your earning. In case you are not earning today, can you have at least an intention to give away in charity, that is 5% of 10% of your earning once you gate place? Why? Because when you give, you grow. When you receive, you may survive. And I'm sure that you are not here just for the survival, but for the growth. And where you can give away in the causes wherever you believe in, like, feeding hungry children, donating into orphanage, or, even old age home. Or sometime you can also donate into the mosque, churches, gurudwara, or temple, wherever you believe in. And while you do so, continue to appreciate what you do, what others do for you. And even it doesn't seem that it is helping you out, continue to do so, because that's the universal law that says that what you appreciate appreciates you back. So these are the 6 code of honor we are going to abide by. And the days how we are going to remain connected: on every Sunday, we are going to meet for technical session at 10 p.m. EST. Monday, we are going to meet for the technical session 10 p.m. EST, like today. Tuesday, you are going to attend for sure the RRP session, that is the reference ready resume preparation, that enhances your visibility, credibility, and marketability. Wednesday, you need to complete the assignment from the learning of Sunday. Thursday, you remember to again repeat the RRP session, because that's the gateway for your placement, that enhances your again visibility, credibility, and marketability. And Friday, you can do the assignment from the learning of the Monday. And Saturday, you can choose to relax, have a breather day, or do the research work if you want to on any topic, or repeat whatever you want to repeat through the recording, or prepare the question that you want to answer on the next technical session, that is on Sunday. So are we good and clear with this entire code of honor, as well as the days how we are going to remain connected? Just answer me yes, so that I can continue further. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your quick answer, guys. So let's continue from where we left off. And before I proceed further, I have a quick question today. Anyone today over here who is joining for the first time live? I mean, you did not start yesterday. You are starting live with me today. Anyone here? Anyone here?
Yes,
One?
sir, me.
Okay, Braj. Braj, could you please introduce yourself, that your name, from where you are connecting, and what has been your educational background, and any experience, IT, non-IT you have? Braj?
Yes, so myself, Vraj Shah. I am from Gujarat, Ahmedabad, and I did my master's in St. Peter's University, and I did MBA Business Analytics as my core. And one more thing which I want to include is currently I'm working as a business analyst in diamond industry.
In
I just
diamond
joined.
industry.
Yeah, I
Okay.
just joined like
Okay.
1 week ago, but it's like you know $17 a job. So basically, it's just for the survival.
Okay, okay, got it. Thank you so much, Raj. Welcome to Guru Schools. Everyone, you can just type into chat window for Braj. Welcome to Guru School, or just welcome Braj, something like that. And Braj, one thing that uh, you did not attend yesterday. Did you go through the recording?
I didn't get a chance, but I'll do it.
Yeah,
I'll do
please do
it.
so. That is very,
Yeah.
very important for you to do. Attend that live as if you are attend that recording as if you are attending live. Is it clear? Will you do
Yes, sir.
that, Braj? Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please do that as soon as you find time. All right,
Yeah.
so let's continue. So we will continue with the topic today, that was business analysis, and we just got started. We gave you, we gave you yesterday as a part of start, and here I'm bringing. Just give me a second so that I can share my screen. So yesterday I gave you idea about what is agile and what is business analysis. You remember agile is a kind of I talked about in software delivery model. You can consider one as a what, when you are prepping and building, what agile can be considered as
Foundation of IT.
foundation. Yes, that's the word. So foundation, and your business analysis is the pillar.
Pillar.
Okay.
Pillar of IT. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And this is how we are going to work. So with this note, let's continue further. And today I'll be telling you one very important element, that is uh, two words that sounds very, 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 close to each other. And that is what? What are these two words you see here in the header of the table?
Agility
Agility
and
and
flexibility.
flexibility.
Exactly. Agility and flexibility. You are right. So for both the things, end goal remains the same. That is, we need to adapt the change. Adapt what, everyone?
Adapt to
Change.
change.
Adapt to the
Change.
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 But there is a fine line between that. Okay. So when we are talking about agility and flexibility, agility goes with the fast movement, and it needs a quick reaction from the client. And it is quite with the time constraint, which we call it as a time box. That's the term. What is the term, everyone?
Time box.
Time.
Yeah. So time box you will get to hear multiple times when it comes to um agile world. Okay. And time box refer to confined in a timeline. Okay. So that's the reason you will get to hear the time box. Okay. And when it comes to flexible delivery, you don't have any time bondage. Okay. The things will move at its own pace, and you can't expect really the you can't really expect the immediate reaction onto that. So this is the very fine line when we call it as agility, or say a difference between what uh,
Agility and
and
flexibility.
flexibility. Okay, just give me a second, guys. Allow me a quick minute so that I'm just flipping the slide. Okay. Yeah. So you have to today focus on multiple things. The very first one, before I flip the slide, that I have shared with you, that is about agility and flexibility. And I will also take you to the some principles. Like yesterday, I shared with you about code of honor. Before we get started the classes, which and today also we started with the code of honor, right? Before that, when you joined a candidate career counseling session with Devji, that time you got to know about the 6 pillars. Yeah, you remember that?
Yes.
Yes, and that is very critical for when you are becoming the part of Guru schools. Likewise, code of honor is very critical when you are learning from Prerna and Gaurav. Likewise, um, in agile industry, agile will have its own values and principle, and inside agile there is a framework to which call it as scrum. What we call it as
Scrum.
Scrum.
scrum. So scrum is a framework, and that is required when it comes to that needs even the value and principle for you to follow. Okay, so I want someone to read these two bullet points for me, please. Go ahead.
Agility and flexibility are common interchanged, but they are not the same. When referring to flexibility, it generally means scheduling or planning for an unforeseen development. This type of developments are usually unexpected surprise, but businesses can plan for them and make room in their regular business procedures. I'm sorry, procedures for adaptations as necessary.
Yeah. Can someone read the last bullet point for me, please?
When
When
referring to
referring,
agility, it usually means being able to respond to unplanned for an unscheduled external circumstances in more effective way by delivering best possible desired output.
Yeah. So when we are focusing on agility, the more focus towards the outcome, towards the delivery, and that too, the desired output has to be met. Okay, and it has to be faster and quicker. However, when we are talking about the flexibility, you see that here it is clearly mentioned that it is commonly interchanged, but they are not the same. And here it is the clear meaning given for the flexibility. It's more good when we are working towards scheduling or planning any mitigation task. When we are talking about mitigation, it means if we can foresee the risk, and there we require to have the flexibility. When we have seen the any risk coming up, okay, we have the plan B. We are going more flexible. Okay, and for that, it does not need any time boxing. Okay, when we are talking about time boxing, it always we have to be remain agile. So with this note, I want one person to read the first two bullet point for me, please.
when a business is agile, it can respond to a wide variety of unexpected external surprises. However, a flexible business may only be able to respond to already hypothesized situations.
Yeah, I mean to say, when we are talking about flexible, generally we go ahead with the plan. Okay, and when we are going ahead with the plan, we can expect certain milestones. Okay, and in certain milestones, there could be certain risk, and its mitigation plan will be there on the place. And for that, again, we have the already plan, but again, that could be something, sometime some environment does not support to that plan, and still that requires to be handled. And we go ahead because we have the technology, and we handle that, to which it quotes over here that it can respond to the wide variety of unexpected external surprises. However, when we are talking about that responding to hypothesized situation, it means that very rare such situation may occur, and it has never been occurred. And I mean, still, if it occur, we go ahead and we respond to that. We let not things get shut down, but we still go ahead and we respond to that, so that business will continue. And when we are talking about business will continue, uh, it means that come what may, the circumstances, environment, and resources, still things may not support sometime. And it doesn't mean that things support is not there in the place. It means that we can take a pause on that day. No, still, what we can do to go ahead with the responses, because you are dealing with customer. You're dealing with whom every time, everyone dealing with whom?
Customer.
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 Customer needs the result. It can't be like, okay, certain reason you are giving, and it has to be because you are a principle oriented person, your organization, and you are a professional. Okay, professionalism does not let you do let you give some excuses. Either you can give the result or you can give the excuses. You can't give both. Okay. So and when you are committing, when it comes to the transactional business, you have to produce the result, right? So what should be your orientation? Sometime sharing excuses is good, or you are more result oriented person you are going to be. So what orientation you should have, result or excuse?
Result.
Result, of course, because as a customer we want that, and when we are serving to other as a customer, they also need the same. With this note, I want someone to read the third and fourth bullet point for me, please.
Being
Being
flexible
flexible
leads
leads
to
to
success
success when a
when a
predicted event
predicted
occurs, while being agile will assist businesses whose face unpredictable circumstances. Agility or being related more to strategic agility, thus impacting customer or competitive.
Yeah. Now, when we are talking about flexibility and agility, the moment agility part comes in, it is more customer centric. Okay. And when we are talking about a certain delivery being customer centric, it means that if you will not serve in a certain manner with the strategic plan and respond to the changes, customer has the choices to go to the competition. But when we are talking about a flexible way, it means that you need to get agreed with the customer, if they really want the flexible way to lead towards the success. Because if there is a no plan, and just means the way situation will respond, a situation will occur and you are going to respond accordingly, it means that you will lose the direction. You will lose what, everyone?
Direction.
When you lose the direction, the outcome may not be what exactly is expected. And that's the reason this separates the flexibility separates to the agility with the complete complete milestone along with the time. And then when we are talking about the time, that's the reason the time boxing term occurred. And with this time box situation as well, you will always have the certain plan, and for that there will be a, a particular dedicated meeting where and you will be discussing about certain unprecedented outcome, or you can discuss that what may go wrong, and in case certain situation occur, what exactly you are going to or how exactly you are going to respond to that. I want someone to read the last bullet point for me, please, here.
whereas flexibility relates to tactical flexibility in that your strategic objectives are clear but methods and options to achieve them are open.
Yeah, now here's the catch. Okay, we oftenly use flexibility and agility in agile words very frequently, but here you need to remember, certain time it may sound like both are very similar, because when we are talking about flexibility, it means that it's a tactical flexibility. That's the word. So that you go ahead with the strategy, and your objective is very clear, that you are going to respond to certain changes, and you will have the multiple options, so that ultimately you are going to achieve the goal. It means that your focus should be towards the goal. Your focal focus should be towards attainment of the goal. And there are chances, if you go without this strategy, you will lose the direction, as I said earlier. And plan might be left off, because in a flexible world you are going without any guideline. Okay. But when it comes to agile, you have the strategy, you have the objective, you have the plan, and you have the timeline as well, and that's how it gets a bit differentiated. Now, when we are talking about agility and flexibility, and we are talking about strategy, it must have certain guidelines. So when we are again talking about the guidelines, it means that it will have the principle, it will have the value, and these must be written somewhere, right? Agile will have the guidelines. Agile will have the values and principle, and it must be written somewhere. And wherever it is written, it is called as Agile Manifesto. What it is called as?
Agile
Agile
manifesto.
manifesto.
Manifesto. So let's discuss about it. What is Agile Manifesto? So I want four different people take one by one turn and read these 4 bullet points for me, one by one. Please go ahead.
Individuals and
Individuals and
interactions over processes and tools.
Next
Working
person.
working
software
software
over
over comprehensive documentation.
Mm-hmm.
Customer
Customer
collaboration
collaboration
over
over
contract
contract
negotiation.
negotiation.
And the fourth one.
Responding to change over following a plan.
Yeah, now it is quite interesting. Okay. When we are talking about Agile Manifesto, it comes with the 4 bullet points. And here, it's all about the importance, what you are giving importance to. And this is how exactly Agile wants you to work as a as a as a vendor, as a person or organization, to deliver the deliverables to the customers. So yeah, tools are important. Okay. uh, Tools and processes are important, but more than tool and processes, it's all about the interaction and individual. So say for example, today we are working or connecting through the Zoom. Okay. What if Zoom does not work? Okay. What if Zoom does not work? Will we have some other substitute of it? Can we have later? Yes or no?
Yes.
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 So tools can be substituted. Okay. Tools will have substitution. Even the processes says that, okay, we are going to meet only on Monday and Sunday, but some circumstances which not let the trainer allow to come on Sunday or Monday. Sometime processes is that Prerna and Gaurav will be the trainers. Say for example, processes says that you all have to complete the uh, you know uh, complete the entire training, but you are here not for the training, you are here for what?
True.
Job. You are here for the
Job. Yes.
placement. And say for example, you know it already everything. You may feel like, okay, I know everything, why should I undergo the training? Fine. This is not mandate for you. Mandate is that you have to be the part of guru schools, and for that you just enroll in the program, and that's the reason, for the sake of just a brush up, you are here. But your ultimate focus is to get place. So you can choose to skip this, and you can now directly go towards the gateway of the placement. And which session is the gateway of the placement, everyone?
RRP.
RRP session.
RRPs.
And instead of here, you are directly attending the RRP sessions. Okay. But there are few points which you might not get aware when you are attending the RRP session or skipping the lessons. Um, that is the code of honor. That is the guideline for any students need to be when you are brushing up. Then that time you get to know. So here you see that processes and tools can be changed, can be substituted. But for me, who needs the job? It's every individual of you. Okay. And for me, you are important. Okay. For me, knowing you is important, and that's the reason yesterday was the complete dedication towards knowing you, knowing me, so that we can interact with each other. It does not have to be monologue, that I am coming here and just giving you one by one gyan, and not even taking care of that whether you understood or not. And to know that, I need to interact with you. I need to do what?
Interact.
Interact with.
Yeah, interact with you. When I say I need to do this, it does not mean that I need to do this. It means that once you get placed, you need to keep these things in your mind with the customer. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So it becomes more clearer when you are dealing with the customer. So that was the very first one. Likewise, it's not about documentation, that I have a bulky document, I have written all those things, that it should be like that and those. And it's about working software. Okay. So documentation is just a support. At the end, your software is working or not, that is important. Okay. At the end, you are getting placed. Okay. At the end, you are getting placed and you start working, that is important. Okay, it is not that you are undergoing various processes, and you know you need to do certain activity. Of course, those are the part of the process, but towards the end, are you getting placed? Are you doing all the effort as a company? Am I giving all the effort? Okay, and it is not one way. Sometime you need to receive some data from the customer. Are you doing all it takes to receive those data from the customer as well? Imagine if customer does not support you, do you think you can deliver the working software at all?
No.
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 No. So forget the documentation, what has been written and what was supposed to come. I need my feedback. I need my inclusion that can go inside the working software. Otherwise, it is a match between two party towards delivering a child. Okay, and the child is nothing but is a working software. That is the demand of the customer, and that is the objective of you as a vendor. So always remember, what you are delivering is not important. How you are delivering is important. And we are delivering here the working software, not mere a software. Imagine that we got a new iPhone, and all the features are there. But now the none of the tap is working over the screen. Screen is frozen. It is very nice, fancy, but it is not interactive. It is not responding. What is the use of it? So it has to be responsive. It has to be working. The likewise, what comes? Contract negotiation. Okay, we get into the contract negotiation, but it is not negotiation at all. It's all about the collaboration. It means that you and me working together. It is not that, okay, customer is supposed to do X part, vendor is supposed to do Y part, and customer is not responding, only the vendor is just doing his bits, and what is expected from customer is completely messed up and is not being received. Likewise, it may happen customer is very enthusiastic and he or she is responding all the way, and giving you beforehand, even if you can come back with the follow up, and from your end there is no progress. So it's not that one party has to proceed. It's both the party has to come together. Then only the element of collaboration will be called as a part of collaboration. Are you understanding? So any success needs dependent upon customer collaboration. Collaboration is the word. What is the word, everyone?
Collaboration.
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 Collaboration. Now, if these three elements are taken care, then comes the responding to change over following a plan. Okay, you have a great plan. All right, you have a great plan. Like when you are constructing a home, so after this will happen, that will happen. You did not predict the rain as well. Okay, and during the rainy days, everyone had to step back, and whatever the construction work was supposed to get over within a week or two or a month, that is taking a lot of time, and thereby your entire objective is straight away gone beyond control. I mean, if you are a builder, imagine, and you have taken money from end user or the client or the buyers. You have given a certain date. Okay, if you are not following these things, even agile can be followed in any industry. Okay, so if you are not continuously communicating with them, if certain changes you are not responding to them, and customer comes up with the plan. Okay, you said that in the first phase within a month this part is ready. Where is that? And if you are responding to change, okay, fine. So I understand that you might have told your room lord that you will vacate this place during these days. I have a certain plan, so you can follow. We have some outhouse or something like that. You just go ahead with the different plan B. Okay, sometimes everything does not work. Or if you don't have plan B, are you responding to those changes? It means that are you directly communicating to your client about the progress? So when you are talking about the progress, even the plan will get deviated, customer is aware of that, and accordingly customer is also responding to the change. So both the party, when they respond to the change, you are anyway meeting this element of collaboration. With me so far, very well understood this 4 point when it comes to Agile Manifesto.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah. So
Yes.
we can see these are a part of values. Part of what, everyone?
Values.
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 If these are the part of values, then it means it must have certain principle too. So before we jump to the principle, I will talk about certain thing like okay. So what you see here, yesterday we were talking about when Agile got started. Okay. So why Agile came into the picture, we talked about that as well. Because earlier everything was adopting or following certain model, which used to call as waterfall model. What used to call as?
Waterfall.
Waterfall model.
Waterfall model.
So waterfall model had some challenges. Challenges means that you as a business analyst, you used to speak to the customer, and whatever customer needed, you used to gather them. So that phase used to called as requirement gathering. What phase, everyone?
Requirement.
Requirement
Gathering.
gathering.
Then you go ahead, used to go deeper into analysis and understand the detailed need of the customer. When it is well understood, you used to explain the entire analyzed part to your team, and then your team used to go ahead to get towards the designing part. So whatever the UI need is required, whatever the design is required, that design used to come into the place, and these then software engineers or software developers go ahead and put the coding behind those designs so that it becomes more responsive. Okay, it becomes more interactive. So these were the phases which used to come one after one. Okay, and when the coding is complete, then it used to go for the testing. Means you will test, right? If you'll buy something, if you buy clothes somewhere, some outlet has trial steps, like okay, before you buy, why don't you try, and if it fits, you go ahead with this, or you can just change it and go ahead with the change trial, and if you like it, buy that. To check what, whether it is working or not, but whether it is fit as per the customer's expectation or not. So that feature testing used to come into the picture, and then once it used to test pass, then the operations part used to come. When we are talking about the operation, it could be the support and maintenance and all. Okay, so imagine customer comes to you with one feature, one app development work they come, and all these phases they need to undergo, and by the time the software gets out, the market is competitive. Market will come with the n number of different features. So these used to take almost a year or two, and the world is changing so fast, today, that by the time it gets out, things used to become outdated. Things used to become what, everyone?
Outdated.
Outdated.
Outdated. Would you go ahead with the outdated feature or with the updated feature?
Updated.
Updated.
Updated feature.
So will you accept that software, or you will be discard that software?
Discard.
Discard.
Will be discarding that software. So of course, this did not work for a longer run, but we really dealt with these model for longer. Okay, we dealt with this model very, very long, and because it become very much headache earlier, then came, why can't we do parallel phases or parallel activity, or parallel uh, phase planning, or say parallel activity together, and then we get to see the result. And for such parallel activity, Agile came into the picture. Okay, where and sometime when Agile came into the picture, Agile gave a multiple framework, because Agile is all about you being adaptive to the situation. Okay, and then respond to the changes. So when it comes to the changes is anyway going to happen, and it's a constant, you all are aware of, right, everyone?
Yes.
You will
Mhm.
experience that.
Yes.
So if that's the situation, ultimately delivery is important of the software. Okay, how you are going to give the workable software to the client as per the uh, emerging change very, very frequently. So now I'm going to give you one example that agile is a way that can give you multiple framework. Multiple what, everyone?
Framework.
Framework.
Okay, so one of the framework is known as Scrum. What is the
Scrum.
yeah, so when we are talking about agile framework, so you can see the three framework over here. Okay, one is Scrum, one is Kanban, one is XP. So there are n number of framework that you get to see in the agile world. So now let me give you one example, and that has become very, very favorite of me. And I recently started from last 4 5 batch, and then I start giving the same way. Imagine you are in a mall, okay, and this is a multi-story mall, okay, and when you walk down in the mall, the first three floor is full of the perfumes. Okay, because most of the ladies are here, I would love to give you these examples. Okay, the further floors you go to fourth, fifth, sixth, multiple handbags are there. Okay, of all the brand, and then you go to the further floor. There are the various wristwatches and cosmetic jewelries and all are there for you. And then further story, when you go ahead, then you have got the all uh, garments what you might be looking for. Okay, those all things were there. And top of the floor, all your hair accessory would be there, including hats and all, say for example. So you have multi-story mall. You have been brought to that mall's entrance, and you have the multiple choice. Everyone is aiming to go to the top floor, and there are multiple ways to reach to the top floor. And multiple ways are like, for every floor you will have the recliner, and it is not automated recliner. Okay, so on those recliner, a cart comes to pick you up. Okay, and that goes to certain floor and then drop you there. Okay, and then from there there is another cart for every floor. This is one way to reach to the top. Okay, the second one is the simple lift is there. So using lift you can go to the top floor. The third way is that actually automated escalator is there. Using that, you can go to the every single floor up to the top floor. So are you seeing, to reach to the top floor, there are multiple ways? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Likewise, to reach to the software delivery, there are multiple ways. Are you with me so far?
Yes.
Yes.
And
Hey Gaurav,
though,
sorry to interrupt. Let me know when you want to take a water break. Yeah?
yeah, sure. Just within a 2 minutes, I will call your name. Okay, Prerna?
Okay.
Yeah. So I was talking about this. Yeah, multiple ways when we are talking about. So Scrum is when we are talking about framework. Frameworks are the ways. Framework are what?
Ways.
Wait.
Ways. So one of them are most popular, and that is called as the Scrum framework. What they are called as?
Scrum.
Scrum frameworks.
So when we are talking about Scrum framework, it means that there will be multiple steps, okay, multiple meaning. You see that multiple icons are there in this shape, okay. So these are indicating to multiple ceremonies, and ceremonies are indicated towards the meeting. Ceremonies are indicator of what?
Towards the
Meeting.
meeting.
Meetings. And how at the end we deploy, that is the complete detailed process that we are going to explain you. Okay, likewise there comes XP means extreme
Extreme program.
programming. Yes, and it is done sometime when in pair. It is also known as pair programming. Okay, in pair programming, everything starts with two coders come together. They code one software unit, that's called as a pair programming. When they when they test themselves, it is called as unit testing. Okay, when they test together, what it is called as?
Unit test.
Unit test.
So
Unit testing. In So when software developers test them, it is called as the unit testing. Okay. Then comes the pair negotiation. Pair negotiation, again, it is worked in the pair itself. Okay. Two developers, they continue to test them, and then they debug them as well wherever it is necessary. And the work is given to the event testers as well. And everyone comes together and they get involved into the stand-up meeting. What kind of meeting?
Stand up
Stand-up
meeting.
meeting.
Yeah, and they give a quick update about them. Then everything is follow the plan. Then it goes to the acceptance testing, means where the actual user go ahead and they accept it. And once it is done, then it goes to the iteration plan. It means that first first piece of large brick is once delivered, then another portion of that large brick has to be delivered as well. And likewise, the entire brick goes into the building. That is called as the part of the iteration. Say for example, one large brick broken down into the four pieces. So every piece has to be placed um, into the frame. Okay, that will be called as iteration plan. I'll be talking more detail about it. And once that every single piece is given and first brick is done, then we will have the another brick as well. So when you are delivering brick by brick, it means that you are delivering release by release, and such releases will become the part of release plan. That will be part of what?
Release plan.
Release plan.
Release plan. And after every release, you are knowing that what you have delivered, how you have delivered, and that will be called as planning feedback loop. Okay, is it clear? So this I was just telling you about the XP. The most easiest way is this is called as Kanban. What it is called as?
Kanban.
Kanban.
Kanban. So in this, you will see that one visibility is there, that things move to, there are multiple story, means multiple works. Either, and these work will move from left to right, from to do to in progress, then people come for testing, and then comes to the done part. Okay. So every single large portion, small pieces of a large work will be broken down, and it will be dedicated to move from left to right, from to do to in progress to testing to done. Any questions so far, guys?
Yes, Gaurav, here, like,
Yeah.
I want to know, like, so Scrum and Kanban more actually, I think more or less same, but I just need to know, like, what is the specific difference between them? Because in Scrum also we do the same thing, no? Like,
Yeah.
we move,
So,
yeah.
understand, Scrum is a totally different feature. Okay. Kanban
Hmm.
is totally different feature. Why
Hmm.
you are asking this question? Because sometime we club both these feature, and that time Scrum remain the Scrum, Kanban remain the Kanban. When we club them together, it is called as Scrumban. Okay. So in few elements, you get to see why it is frozen. I really don't know. So yeah. So what exactly happened? You see that Kanban board is getting used in the Scrum. So let's go ahead
Right.
gradually, and you will get to see where exactly Kanban comes into the picture. Okay. So it's not the same. Okay. Scrum is different, Kanban is different, but when both the frameworks are used together, it is called as Scrumban. What it is called
Scrumban.
as? Scrumban.
Scrumban.
Yeah. How and when it will be used together, that we are going to tell you very, very soon.
But the
Is it
Scrum
clear?
has like they break it in a module, not like the small, small, small. It's a like in a sprint. But is there
Yeah.
anything like is there a time frame difference because Scrum has 2 to 4 weeks? Like is there the Kanban
Yeah,
also
so
has that
wait,
that
wait, 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 wait. Let's go ahead with together, everyone. Okay. So I know that you have the knowledge of all the part. So what we will have to do, we'll have to wait until everyone comes to the speed, right?
sure, no problem.
Yeah. So
Mm.
otherwise people may get confused. Okay, what is sprint? We have not yet introduced. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we have to break down into user stories and all things have to come gradually. So thank you
Mm.
so much for asking. And we will be answering your this question not today, but upcoming session. Okay.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. So let's go ahead further. So Prerna, if you are there, you can take the next slide about the agile principle now. And I can take water break. Prerna, you there? I think you might be speaking on mute and we are not hearing you. Okay, Prerna, I think I have no message from your end as well. So that's okay. Let me see.
Hello. Yes.
Yeah, Prerna, please go ahead.
Am I? Give me a second. I'm just connecting my screen. Let me know when I'm on. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody can hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you so much, Gaurav, for a very clear and I would say very easy to understand clarification regarding agile manifestos and the implementation processes. So let us now deep dive into what is Agile Manifesto. Okay, we normally say that Agile Manifesto and principles are like pillars and building blocks. Okay, of the Agile. So as we have learned the four manifesto, let us understand in detail how these principles are useful, how they are, how they help us to implement the agile in real life. Okay, so I'll just request different people who have not been active or who were on mute to speak up and read one by one about the agile principles. So we can start from the beginning. Please go ahead.
Customer satisfaction through early and continuous software delivery. Customers are happier when they receive working software at
Mhm.
regular intervals rather than waiting extended periods of time between releases.
Perfect. Thank you so much for reading it out. So yes, yesterday while we were discussing about difference between waterfall and Scrum, we did touch over this point where I mentioned that I think I gave an example of car repair, right? So like,
Yes.
how would you like it if you have given your car for repair and if there is no update? And you were like, no, we would like if they provide us update or and this is the case for every scenario. While you're cooking, if you get a feedback, we'll be more than happy. So same way as customers, you would like to know what is happening in your application, in your project, right? So that is why it is said, that customer satisfaction through early and continuous release. Early because we know what we need to work on and we have the understanding. That's why the speed is faster. And continuous, as we all know that we have to keep working on it sprint by sprint in every 15 days. That's why it is continuous. Make sense? Any doubt? Yes, no?
No.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
you can say if there is no doubt. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, next point, please.
Accommodate changing requirements throughout the development process. The ability to avoid delays when a requirement or feature request changes.
Yes, thank you so much. So what it says is accommodate changing requirements throughout the development phase. So as I told you today, in today's dynamic world, it is it is not always the case that what we wanted earlier, the same requirement we will have at after some interval. Let me give you some understanding what I'm saying here. Like for example, imagine you're a company and you want to design a logo. Okay, just you want to like revise your company's logo, and you know how they say in the fashion industry, this year's color is this, or this year's market trend is this, like that. So same way, earlier you wanted to go with the color code of per se maybe orange or blue, whatever your color theme was. But then as you see the market trends, you understand that, okay, no, this time I can go with some another color, or I can go with some another theme. Or even in your business meetings with your senior management, they realize that, okay, we might have to change our color scheme. You know how generally how banks change their color schemes and stuff like that. Are you aware of that? You know, sometimes they come up with a different logo, they
Right.
rebrand themselves. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
So that is what happens in today's market, and you or me are no different than that. So that's why it is said that accommodate changing requirements throughout the development needs. Like for example, if somebody is trying to make a website and they want to make some changes throughout the process, so should or should not be they allowed to make those changes? What do you think?
They should.
They should.
Yeah, as a customer, if you go to any organization, you want to make changes, and they say, "No, sorry, we can't accommodate." Will you? I mean, what would be your reaction? Strange, right? You're like, guys, we have a contract, and this is how the work would go. There's nothing hard and fast. There will be evolving changes, right? So that is what we have to cater to the customers' changing need. That is what I wanted to say. Yeah, make sense?
Yes.
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 Okay, perfect. Can we read out the next point?
Frequent delivery
Frequent
of working
delivery of
software. Scrum accommodates this principle since the team operates in software sprints or iteration that ensure regular delivery of working software.
Okay. Yes. So what we say is frequent delivery of working software. Now, if you see the first and third point, they are kind of like similar. In earlier we say continuous delivery, and here we say frequent and working software. That means, see, it's not that as an organization, we just have to share the status of the work progress. Nowadays, the customers are also equivalent, tech savvy. They are also very much enthusiastic, and they really want to know what is happening in the work, right? Like if I have given you some website to work upon, I would like to know what module has been developed. Yeah. So which module has been developed and how the functionality look. Like if it is a banking application, okay, can I check my profile, or what all activities I can do. So earlier, when Gaurav was talking about waterfall, we all know that waterfall was linear. When I say linear, that simply means that there was only one way for the waterfall. You were working on it, and there will not be any changes that will be entertained, and then at the end it will be like, okay, after like say 6 months or 1 year, this is the project, now take it. But that doesn't work anymore in industry. It simply means the interval that you're working on, whatever we complete or develop as per our plan, as per our sprint, we have to give that to the customer so they can also test it, they can also feel it, they can also look at it, and they can also give their feedback on. And the classic example is any typical commercial shopping website like Amazon, or India we have a lot like Mintra and Nika and other stuff. I'm pretty sure there also will have a lot of other websites. So those websites have so many functionalities. First of all, you can search for items, you can add to cart, you can check reviews, you can check out, you can buy. So imagine if you are working on that kind of website, then and in every sprint, or say in every 15 days or 1 month, you are getting to see some functionality developed. You can check that functionality. How would you feel about it? Good, bad?
Good.
As a customer?
Let's update it.
Good, right?
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you'll feel
good.
confident. Yes. Yeah, yeah. They are working on it. Yes. It's nice. It is getting shaped. It's thing like
Right.
that. So
Mhm.
so so that is what we are looking at. That is what we are aiming at in Scrum. Yeah. Make
Mhm.
sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. Yeah,
Yes.
we can go to next point, please.
Collaboration between the business stakeholders and developers throughout the project. Better decisions are made when the business and technical team are aligned.
Absolutely right. So what it says is better decisions are made when business and technical teams are aligned. Okay. So in general, it is a thumb rule when both the teams are in, I would say, acceptance of each other's work or in, I would say, sync. So that time, it works wonders. It's simple as that, per se, if you have a group project to be worked upon, right? And you are a team of say 5 people, okay, and out of which imagine if two of them are seniors, just for hypothetical example, and if they have two different views about your project, do you think your project would turn out good, or if everybody's on the same page and they understand that okay, this is what needs to be done, and they echo it and they approve, and then the project would be fine? What do you think when
The
there are
same.
different opinions that,
Everyone,
Everyone should be on the
everyone is
same
on
page.
board.
Should be on same
yes.
page.
Absolutely, love. In future, towards the end, we also give you guys project to work upon to get understanding. So that time also you will realize that yes, having that synergy, having that sync, having that agreement is very important. So same way in organization, management and I would say technical team. See, because first of all, both of their uh, agenda to, I would say, achieve the final result is different. Final result is ultimately profit making and client satisfaction. Okay. But the agenda is for technical team, it is delivering technical functionality, delivering applications, delivering project. For management, it is ensuring it is within budget line, ensuring it is not going overboard, ensuring it is within timelines, ensuring the client is happy, throughout the process. So you see, a management person won't come and interfere in your technical work. Rather, they should not. Whereas vice versa, same, a technical person should not go in and interfere or ask questions raised by managerial group. But the ultimate aim is the same. So that is how it is in any organization. Okay, so try to understand this. We are just trying to give you a holistic view of the real life situation. We deal with this in day to day, scenario. I mean, I'll give you a very recent one. In recent office meetings, we just happened to have a collision or a difference of opinion about what kind of things should go in the next sprint. Okay, and that kind of escalated. It used to be a very cool and calm meeting regularly, but then that particular meeting, everybody was like, no, we want these work items to go, we want this functionality go, and the development team was we have our some set of things to go. And because see, ultimately it all boils down to budget, always remember. So every jira, every work items in every sprint is chargeable, right? So this is why it just clicked in my mind. So that's why agreement within team, towards your final goal is critical. It's essential. Make sense? Any doubts?
No doubts.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Next point, please.
We are done with the slide.
Okay, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Gaurav, can you move to the next slide, please? Perfect. Yeah. Next point, please. First one.
Support, trust, and motivate the people involved. Motivated teams are more likely to deliver their best work than unhappy teams.
Yeah. Thank you for reading it out. Absolutely. And now you tell me, when do you feel like working more, or when do you feel like that you should contribute more anywhere in organization or at home, when you are sad or when you are really pepped up and motivated and happy? When do you work your best?
Mo-
When you deliver your
motivated and
best,
happy. Motivated and happy.
right? Yeah,
Yes.
it's a human psychology thing. We feel good, we want to contribute, we have all the happy hormones that time. So same way, the same principle applies, in your team. When there is a bond, when there is a trust, when you support each other as a team, you feel involved, you feel motivated, you feel elevated, and then you are, you know I would say, inspired to give your best. See, imagine two scenarios. One is a team where everybody's back pitching and they are like, backstabbing, and they are just waiting to pull each other's down, and they are like, questioning your worth and your work here and now, frequently, and then there is no sync. And second scenario where like team is very supportive, if somebody is lacking somewhere, they'll come up and help, and they are very much looking after each other. In case of somebody's absence, they're taking over their work and ensuring the deliverables are not affected. So what kind of scenario would you like to work in, first or second, the toxic or the non-toxic one?
Non-toxic.
Non-toxic.
And toxic.
Non-toxic one, right? Because we really don't want drama in our day-to-day life. Yeah, this is this is what we would like, because uh, see, it's not only about money, it's not only about professional growth, it's also about what kind of environment you work. See, we spend our, I would say, around 8 to 10 hours of our productive working hours in a day. If we could be at home with our family, but we choose to earn and even explore our career. So those are like very crucial hours and years of our life when we look at it from a long term perspective. So we really wanted to be ensure that they are spent with the right people in the right direction. See, I'm emphasizing on each point so much because they are very critical and they're very important. And then once you enter into the market, you will realize that these small things mean a lot. Though right now you would say these are just points and they might sound repetitive and stuff like that. But trust me, when you will go into the industry, you will realize that each and every point we've discussed here is kind of implemented quite well. Okay. So
Mhm.
next is please read out the next.
Enable
Enable
face-to-face
face-to-face
interactions.
interactions.
Communication is more.
Communication more successful when development teams are co-located.
Yes, yes. So enable face-to-face interaction. Now we all know communication is really, really important. Though earlier we used to think that it's okay, it's not necessary, but now as the time passes, we realize that in any relation, professional, personal, in any kind of relation, having good communication skills, having good rapport is very important. So that applies to your work area or work atmosphere also. By the way, these are all pre-corona established principles. So that's why they encourage you to be, co-located, but that's not the scenario. I've been working in Scrum or Agile for like maybe like more than 12 years. Yeah, 12 to 13 years back since I started working. So, we have worked in global teams, right? So it's fine. Anybody can be at, one corner of the world, you can be in the another, but still with the help of virtual meetings and all, you can connect it. But then it's advised that as a development team or as a team, if you are co-located, it's easier, it's simpler. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's why it's they have mentioned it. Okay. So guys who are not speaking, there are quite a few. Will you please go on mute because I can see some slight background, it's coming. Yes, if that's okay. Yeah. So everybody who is not speaking, please go on mute. When you want to speak, we can come back to the, you can unmute and speak. Yeah.
Working software is the primary measure of progress. Delivering a functional software to the customer is the ultimate factor that measures progress.
Yes, thank you so much for reading. We learn this that the customer get happy when we share them working software, when we give them continuous delivery. So by the way, this is one of the measures, like measures of progress. This is how your success or progress is kind of counted or understood. So basically, it's as simple as that. If you have an exam after 1 month, imagine your school days, because those were the golden days when we used to be disciplined and kind of principled and regular and consistent in our studies. I am not sure about everybody's college, so I prefer to take example from school days. So imagine you're in school and you have your exam after 1 month. You got your exam schedule, and then you start preparing for it. And then, after maybe each day or particular set of day, like 4 day per subject and stuff, you kind of knock down or you just chalk off or, you just complete your item on the checklist. How would you feel about it? Like, okay, you started with the difficult one. So maybe for you, maths was difficult. So you get dedicated 4 days for maths and you completed that subject quite well. And then you moved on to maybe science. How do you feel with that progress of yours?
Motivated.
Motivated, right? Inspired. You want to do more. You feel like, okay, I can achieve this. I have achieved this. I can achieve that also. I've completed this subject. I can complete other subjects also. So same way, when we keep showing and delivering working software, a team also gets motivated, or the customer is also has that, I would say, trust on you, that okay, they are delivering to us. So that's a win-win for both of us, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, next.
Agile processes to support a consistent development pace. Teams establish a repeatable and maintainable speed at which they can deliver working software, and they repeat it with each release.
Yes. So, they are saying that teams establish a repeatable and maintainable speed. So, guys, also understand this. We have equivalent sprints, like, per se 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and those sprints are repeatable. Like, for example, if you have per se, you have a project for 6 months, then you will have 12 sprints. Okay. So, so in that scenario, each sprint you will have, or we will have some deliverables, to complete or to achieve and to showcase to a customer. So, what we agree upon is that team establish repeatable and maintainable speed. So it should not be the case that in for a first sprint of like 15 days, we completed 15 work items, or completed 2 modules in a website, and in the next sprint we barely did 1 or 2 work items. So that is really very inconsistent, and you're not able to understand what is happening. You get my point? So definitely there is always a schedule, there's always a backlog, there's always user stories, there are always work items, and they have been marked or categorized. So we have to work as per them. So the pace should be consistent, there should be continuous speed. It should not be one sprint you're doing too much and second sprint you are not even delivering the bare minimum. Make sense? Yes? Any doubts?
Yes.
No.
Yes, no? Yeah. See, these are quite realistic and practical things. Okay. There is nothing that you would find it is out of the box, or it is something like, very critical or very difficult, like rocket science or something, to be very honest. But then the simplicity of these principles is their beauty, because because you as humans we often have tendency to neglect simple things or to go for complicated things. I don't know why, but this is what happens. So here, Gaurav, we can move to next slide, please. Yeah. So here we want to focus on what is simple, what is straightforward, and how we can achieve that. Yes. Okay. So now we are towards the last set of your our principles. So yeah, can we start with the first one, please?
Attention to technical detail and design enhances agility. The right skills and good design ensures the team can maintain the pace, constantly improve the product, and sustain change.
Yes, thank you so much for reading it out. So absolutely. So see, when we are dedicated, when we are sincere, when we are motivated, when we know what is our final goal, and we are inspired to work for that, these things are a direct outcome of all these qualities. Like, while taking your studies, if your parents, like, I'm not considering the tuitions and all. I'm just saying that if you imagine if your parents were teaching you as kids, or maybe elder siblings, and if they were constantly critical of you, like, "Hey, we can't solve such a simple equation. Why can't you remember such small detail?" And they were just constantly cribbing and complaining and not happy with your performance. You know how it feels for a young child. It's very demotivating. It's very disheartening. Whereas if you are very, I would say, welcoming and very positive and very uplifting for them, hey, I know this example was tough. You can do better, or this is quite easy. Let me explain you. So imagine the difference in approach and the outcome of the approach. So the first child will always be like very critical of him or herself, and not have confidence in their work. Whereas the second child, or who's being motivated and inspired, they'll do better. So same way, when you are inspired, you are motivated, you know what is your final objective is, we deliver best. And how we deliver, we give attention to each and every important details. We deliver every technical functionality that has been asked. We deliver best quality of products. That means if we are working on any websites, web applications, we ensure there is a proper security mechanism. We ensure that the bandwidth is managed, the site doesn't crash. I generally give this example because it's a very relatable and easy to understand one. All of you guys use Amazon for your whatever daily needs or shopping, yes or no?
Yes.
Amazon.com. Yes. Great. So, have you come across a scenario when you were searching for a particular item? It can be anything, and that did not appear. That search did not appear. And for that, they kind of, Amazon is a very good trick that they put a very cute puppy or dog's face, and have a message, sorry, we couldn't find what you were looking for. Have you come across that?
Yes.
That puppy face, yeah. It's more than common.
Yes.
You know what is that?
Yes.
That is actually an error. Error means they are not able to find what you're looking for, and they don't want to dishearten you or show you that error message. So they just kind
Yes.
of
It's
sugarcoating or
written like
kind of wrapping it in
oops, something wrong, like
yeah,
kind of.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
something went
absolutely. But
wrong.
and what is your first reaction when you look at that puppy? Like, oh, like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
like you forget what you're looking, you look at the puppy and you'll get distracted. So this
Right.
is so nicely they have handled that situation. You get my point. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I'm saying. So look at the strategy. They are not giving you what you're looking at, and yet you're not feeling disappointed.
Right.
Yet you don't feel angry. You're like, okay, it's fine. I might search again, or I might look at other things. So this is how it is. This is how the strategies are built. I remember earlier days. Now it's recently, even I have not seen this error, but maybe if you have been using internet from a very long time, or work or studies, whatever reason maybe, you remember there used to be a time when we used to get 404 page not found error.
Right.
Anybody has seen
Yes.
that?
Yes.
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 Yeah, yeah.
I'm
No,
pretty
even
sure
I
in
think in
recent, uh-huh,
even sorry to interrupt. Even I think
yeah,
in Windows also, if you are not like able to connect internet, still I saw like there is a game like we used to play
yeah,
that cactus
yes.
is there and you have to
E-
jump. Yeah.
Jump, jump, or you have to run after something, or even Google
Mm,
used to have some dinosaur coming in and
Yeah,
with
yeah,
some
yeah,
yes.
funny
yeah,
face if they do
yeah,
not have, that
Yes.
digital kind
Right.
of dinosaur, not the
Mhm.
realistic one. So guys, these are all mechanism where you cover up. See, earlier times were so straightforward. If there was an error, they used to throw that dirty error on your face on the web page, and you were like, as a user, I remember at the beginning when you're a newbie, don't know much about technology, and you read that you're like, what is this? But now, any child or any elderly person who is not well versed with computers, they'll understand, okay, they're not able to find, it's fine. So you are handling the situation so well. That is what we are saying. Technical detail. See, this is a very simple and easy to understand example. Technical details has a very large understanding base. Okay, technical details mean how well you're managing the bandwidth, how well you're managing security, how well you're managing the database, how well you're managing the data fetching. Like, when you're searching something nowadays, the auto suggestions are so common. I come from an age of development when the auto suggestions was getting implemented. You know what is auto suggestions? That means when you write something and those auto suggestions
yeah,
come at the down, like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
those were
yeah,
not there earlier, like, quite
yeah.
some years back. So these are all advancements, they are as per the customer's demand or as per their needs. Yeah. And also design enhances agility. That means even your not only functionality but your designing work, you're designing your, I would say, aesthetics of your application, their agility, their I would say qualities, their speed, their delivery, everything enhances. So ultimately it's a win-win for everyone, for technical team as well as for your you know as a customer also, you're happy. Okay. Second point, please someone read out. And I think I don't need to again highlight because in the earlier slide, we just learned about simplicity. So go ahead. And if you could explain in your own words, if you want, for that one liner, please feel free. Yeah. Simplicity, guys.
Simplicity. Develop just enough to get the job done for right now. Like I think it is saying like
Mm-hmm. Go
it is
ahead.
like yeah it is like you have to make the as per the requirement that like and just make it up to date and go for as per the requirement like simple um,
Absolutely.
yeah.
That was on point. So, and why, and by the way, why this point is mentioned, I've been there, though I was not totally like those typical or super techie. I was a decent developer, and so I generally used to stick to requirement. But there are times when in that zone of development or in that zone of you know implementing functionalities and some implementing new some technical practices or new scripting language or something, that passion, that drives some developers so crazy that they will and they do develop, which is not even asked for. Like, for example, I'll give you a simple example. If the customer has asked for a button, and so they might add a link or they might add some, fancy or something that is not even asked for. And,
Right.
sometimes it really costs a lot of money, a lot of time, and even clients' disapproval.
Mm-hmm. Because
So
it's
we
become
understand that
complicated.
it's your passion. Yeah. And trust me, it really happens more than you think. As a manager, I had to like, I mean, it's really funny at times, but I have to like, come back to my team and say, hey guys, you're doing a great job. But why don't we just do or stick to, or maybe not in this words, but why don't we just deliver what has been asked for? We can do our R&D or implementation later in our some internal projects, or something in different project, but not in this one because it is not
Mm-hmm.
asked for. Make sense? Yeah.
Yes.
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 Perfect. Can we go to next point, please? Yeah.
Self-organizing teams
Self-organizing team
encourage great
encourage great
architectures, requirements,
architectures.
and designs. Skilled and motivated team members who have decision-making power take ownership, communicate regularly with other team members, and share ideas that deliver quality products.
Absolutely. So what we say is that the teams are self-organizing. The teams have already, we are assuming, and we not only assume, we ensure that the team has great architects. So all these things really make a lot of difference when you have best of the people working in your project, that they know what they're working on, they understand the requirement, the technical aspect, the design so well, that and apart from that, being self-organized. By the way, can anyone tell me what do we mean by self-organized?
So I think it's self-organized means, like, like what you have to do. Like if it is a developer, like he knows like his work. Like if he's a
Absolutely
like
right.
architect,
Yes,
so and testers, so they know that they're well in their skills and do their work.
absolutely
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
have the
yeah.
proper knowledge
How
in
do
their
you
own field.
on absolutely knowledge, definitely right. But as I just wanted to know how you pronounce your name. Uh,
Titash, Titash,
Titash. Okay, Titash. Okay, nice, nice.
Titash,
Thank you.
not Tita.
So
It's Titash.
Titash. I said
Yeah,
Titash. Yeah, I
yeah,
just wanted to know it's sir or sure. Because I know
yeah,
in Bengalis the pronunciation is often a little different than the spelling.
yeah. It's
Just
not.
wanted to check
Yeah,
with
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
So it's not Titash, it's
you.
Titash. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yes,
You're
thank
good,
you.
but I actually I had a lot of different pronunciation, but you're really good. Kind of.
Yeah, we
Thank you so much,
Bengali
because
said so much like with
I
names.
have people
Mm,
I really have not many but some good Bengali friends, and I know what their name gets spelled as and what it's pronounced as. So
mm,
Priya is always as Priyo. I don't know why.
mm.
But then this is how it is. And I
Yeah,
really had some college mates, and they really have beautiful names, but the way we used to pronounce, they used to feel so disheartened. So I used to always
Yeah,
ask them. It's not only you, some different names whenever I get. Because see, it's like respecting your
yeah.
name,
People
and it
here call
won't
me
feel
Titus,
good.
not even Titash. Like
yeah, we
call me
Bengali
Titus.
always.
So there
I'm
is
so
a like
sorry. I just
in
burst into laugh. I'm
Kolkata,
so sorry.
in Kolkata, when I was in
Yeah.
college, like there is a like shoe band, and his name is Titus. Like I was like, and
Oh.
my name's actually it's in that in my name there's a novel, okay, and there is a river in the Bangladesh.
Oh.
So and I was pronounced like kind of, so I felt so bad, but now it's actually habituated. So if somebody
I
asks
know,
me,
but
then I
still,
explain. Yeah.
you know what? Still, you know what? I this is my personal opinion. Others make,
Mhm.
please feel free to differ if you want to. Please always tell them how it is to be pronounced. Anybody, if somebody, like I asked you, right? There can be a
Yes,
scenario, or
yes.
when you introduce yourself, that's the best way, so you
Mm.
know
Yeah,
how it is supposed to be, and then this applies to everyone, right? Because many a times some names are written in some manner, like it's like French, and then pronounced in a different manner.
Right.
So
Mhm.
yes, so in my for me, my UK not American much, but my UK clients call me Prerana, and I'm
Mhm.
like okay with it, because it's very difficult for them
Piranha.
to
yeah,
I
it
Prerana.
is
Yeah, it's
very
always
yeah.
difficult to
Rana. It's like
correct every time.
Rana.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, and it's very difficult for them to pronounce,
yeah,
the PRE and then the. So
yeah,
I'm like, okay. And
yeah,
generally, we do have short forms in offices, like, but then we like, I stick to my name. I like, it's okay, the way you feel
That
comfortable,
is
because it's
yeah,
too
right.
tough to correct everybody at times,
yeah.
but then it's okay. Unless they
Yeah.
But
spoil it too badly.
yeah,
So,
we
yeah, but they
Bengali,
try their
we
best.
fest like we Bengali, we fest all the time because my name is Patralika, but still till today,
Exactly.
no one called
Exactly.
me
They do like
Patralika.
Petralika.
Every time I heard Patralika. I was like, oh my God, it's not my name. But nowadays I stopped correcting everyone because how
No,
many
because
times
the
I have.
pronunciation, absolutely. See, I mean, I'm just not recollecting my that friend's name. Uh, oh yeah, okay. That this is a classic. Okay, his name spelling was. And guys, we are diverting a little bit. We are towards the end. Give me a second.
Mhm.
It's the spelling was SAYANDEEP. So we used to
Sayandeep.
Sandeep.
read it out
Yeah.
Sayandeep. And once he just, face palm, he's like, it's Sayandeep. I like, dude, where is the S and where is the YO? And he's like, no, it's pronounced that way. So
Yeah.
since that Shayandeep, I always, so it's like I have a very close friend, his name is, spelling is DEBOPRIY, but it's always Debo Priyo. It's not
Mhm.
Priya.
Devopriyo.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. So these are some of, and then you know what, see, this is why working in a team, I mean, I'm coming back to our topic. This is why
Mhm.
having that synergy matters. Like, if you have somebody who keeps taking your name in the wrong manner, or who keeps have some particular tendencies which you do not like, so you will definitely not enjoy that. So the base, I'm coming back to our topic again. So base of agile, or base of any good teamwork or team building activity, or as a good team practices, we have to be vocal and open about our opinions, as well as at the same time respecting others. Okay.
Right.
So why I'm saying this, today you are taking this course, you're getting prepared to go into the industry to get your job. Tomorrow you will work on any good projects in a big firm. This is what we aspire and we achieve here at Guru Schools. But ensure that these small details, like, starting with, okay, my name is pronounced as this, and then it's up to them how to do that. So apart from that, yeah, this is the work we have to do. You have to be vocal. I mean, I personally have faced kind of challenges in teams when people are not vocal. We don't know what is happening, and how to reach out to them. So it's always good to share your views or your opinions, or even what is your take on some of the decisions. Okay, in a very
Right.
subtle and I would always say polite manner, but then, as we discussed, communication safe way. So we were at self-organizing, and I think we got the perfect answer that yes, as a team, we organize ourselves well because we are the champions or experts or subject matter expert in our own field. So we don't need anybody micromanaging us or anybody hovering us like a helicopter mom and dad. So we are at our best when we can manage our own work well. Last point, can someone please read out? Yeah, we are
Regular
overrun,
reflections,
but please, yeah, go ahead.
regular reflections on how to become more effective. Self-improvement, process improvement, advancing skills and techniques help team members work more efficiently.
Absolutely right. So see, they always say that you have to sharpen your eggs frequently. So it's not that you're working. It's like how well you're developing yourself. Now the best example is all of you guys being here at Guru Schools, trying to sharpen your skills to enter into the market, right? You could have just gone out and search a job, and I mean, I know chances are comparatively lesser than when you get trained, because you are well equipped. So it's always advisable to get trained before finding a new job, or something like that. So, but the chances of you entering into a better role in a better organizations are far more, positive when you are trained, when you know what you have to work on, when you are skilled, right? So, same way, and how do you do that? So, in regular intervals, you have to update yourself, go through trainings or self study, or or join, platforms like Guru Schools, where we train you not only on the not functional technology functional side, on the technical side also we have so many tracks going on. So all these things help you to get developed and get better in your work, and ultimately deliver well. So that's why it's saying regular interval means it's not that, okay, I've learned something today, I'll work on it for next 10 years. No, Absolutely not. In today's dynamic world, everything changes very fast. Everything is obsolete within no time. I come from an era when my brother used to get me those CD men. Has anybody used CD men? Not the Walkman, CD men.
No.
Yes, no.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, they said this hardened me. It makes me feel like I'm from a different generation. Yes, so we used to
Yes,
have just like a Walkman where you used to have cassettes.
the
I'm not sure
series.
you guys know about cassettes, but
Yeah.
CDs, yeah, you know. And then the mobile came, the small mobile came with some storage, and then those Walkman were out.
Yes.
Then the era came of some smaller phones with storage and the pen drives. So
Yeah.
since the pen drive came, the buying or renting of the movies got less. And now with the OTT platform, I think everybody is washed out.
Yeah.
Nobody. I don't think so. Anybody goes to any cassette or movie shops and rents and buys, because now everything is available on OTT. I mean,
Right.
any particular channel, yeah,
Yeah, like
Netflix or
floppy
Yeah.
disk.
Prime, yeah, and anything that you call it. So yes, so
Mm,
how it changed, and it really changed quite swiftly. Okay, you didn't
Mhm.
even realize. Even in India, it's so big. Trust me, it's like with our internet connection, we get OTT connection. So
Yes.
we have to take internet connection because we're doing work from home. Most of us are working in hybrid modern model post corona. But with that, they're kind of actually giving us OTT, in a way by force, very subtly. So we kind of get hooked to it. So my personal example, well, I did not have Netflix earlier. As rather, me and my husband had decided not to take Netflix because prior to having my baby, our weekends used to be decently spent on watching some good series or something. And we were like, okay, we are good with other OTTs. But now Netflix is there. Trust me, I generally end up watching nothing at the most because I already have a 1 year old baby. But then, you surf so much on that channel or on that platform, you get exhausted by surfing only. And then
Right.
most of the times, I just shut it down. I'm like, it's too tiring to decide
So,
what to watch,
so what?
unless you have a group or unless you have a
Yeah. So
someone.
what?
Yeah.
What me and my family also do? Like we sit for like dinner time. We just watch that time, and it's take time to just find out. Okay, which one
Just
select?
to
Like
find
just
and to
which one you want to
confirm.
yeah confirm, and then it's
Exactly.
we are
You
done
like,
with
do you
the
want to
food and
watch
we go
this?
to go for yeah. So it's
yeah.
done.
Yes.
So,
So so
Yeah.
so when you have two or more people, the time will go into selection. So guys, again coming back to our agile, we are highly over, and I'm so happy you all are engaged. I'm not sure about others. So let us respect everybody's time. I'm glad we could connect. So let's meet up in the next week, and I'll really advise or suggest you to make some small videos. We do have the video compilations on Guru School's channel, guys. Take this advantage. Agile principles and agile manifesto are very, very important topics. They are crucial topics. And if you could make a small video of 1 or 2 minutes explaining them, you can have your notebook in front of you, you can have your notes, you can read out, but just make sure that you're in a presentable manner. Decent light is there because those are videos. And by the way, Gaurav is one of our champions to create such fabulous videos compilation that those are being, I would say, advertised or presented in our Guru School's YouTube channel. And trust me, a lot of HRs or a lot of other organizations do have a look at it. So imagine you're just kind of presenting your face on Guru School's YouTube channel, showcasing that, hey, I'm ready, I'm getting trained for this skill, and I am ready to conquer the world or get placed. So take this opportunity and create small videos for 2 to 3 minutes or 1 or 2 minutes explaining the topic or explaining your understanding or what you learned. Okay. And I'll also encourage you to write in our group on WhatsApp that what you learned today, what you liked, or any feedback. You can say that the topics were, or if for some it might be very slow, some it might be okay, I need more explanation, for some might be okay, we understood or we enjoyed. It can be anything, but we want you to be vocal. We want you to give your feedback. So feel free to write in the group, and also along with that, please make videos. I'm pretty sure we would have some earlier videos. We'll try to share that on our group so you can have an understanding what kind of videos you want to make, with the same topics what we learned in a couple of days. I mean, yesterday and today is just a beginning, but yeah. So yes, Gaurav, I'm sorry, we are 9 minutes
Yeah.
overrun, but over to
Not
you.
at all.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
So guys,
Thank you,
so
guys.
these feedback will be collected as a part of your attendance. With this note, I would say that thank you so much for showing up and getting it, and we'll continue next time. But remember, in between, you have to do the assignments. In between, you have to attend the RRP session if you are already knowing the topic. Okay. So move ahead, move forward. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Good night. We'll talk to you again. Bye.
Thank you
Thank you.
both.
Thank you,
Bye.
guys. Good night.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Good